All right, so now we're going to take a look at part 2 of graphing. All right, so if you recall our steps from part 1, we made sure that our equation was in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. We identified our y-intercept. Remember, b is our y-intercept. And then we plotted additional points. All right, or using our slope to plot an additional point. All right, so looking here at number 5, I have 4x plus 3y is equal to 12. So here I can see that my equation is not in slope-intercept form. It is in standard form. So recall standard form is ax plus by equals c. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and solve for y. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. Okay, 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 12. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I get y is equal to negative 4 over 3x plus 4. All right, so here I've identified that my m, which is my slope, is negative 4 over 3, and my b is 4. So starting with my y-intercept, I'm going to plot a point at 4. Then since I can't go up anymore, I'm going to go down 4 because remember my slope is rise over run. So I'm going to go down 4. And since it's decreasing, I'm going to go to the right 3. All right. So I'll change the color so I'll show exactly what I did. So I went down 4. And then to the right 3. All right, so anytime you have a negative slope, one of them has to take that negative sign so that your line can decrease. And then I just simply connect my points because there's no more room on the graph for me to go. All right, let's take a look at number 6. So I have 2x minus 6y equals negative 6. So again, I'm going to solve for y. So I have 2x minus 6y equals negative 6. Subtract 2x from both sides. Negative 6y is equal to negative 2x minus 6. Divide both sides by negative 6. And I get y is equal to 1/3 x plus 1. All right, so my slope is going to be 1/3. My y-intercept is going to be 1. All right, so starting with my y-intercept of 1, I'm going to go up 1 over 3. To finish off the rest of my graph, I'm going to go down 1 to the left 3. All right, so showing that here, I'm rising positive 1, going to the right positive 3. I'm going down negative 1, and to the left is also negative. So I have negative 1 over negative 3, which is positive 1/3. And as you can see when I connect my points, my line is increasing because my slope is positive. All right, so we're still taking on that same concept what we learned last time. It's just when our equation is not in slope-intercept form, when it's in standard form. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to work on number 7 and number 8 and see if you can graph them on their own. So make sure you put the equation in slope-intercept form, identify your y-intercept and your slope, plot your y-intercept, and use your slope to find additional points. All right, so let's take a look at it. So I have negative 6x. All right, so I'm going to add 6x to both sides. Negative 5y is equal to 6x plus 3. Divide both sides by negative 5. And I get that y is equal to negative 6 over 5x minus 3 over 5. All right, so 3 over 5 or negative 3 over 5 gives me approximately negative 0.6. Very rarely will you have to work with a fraction as your y-intercept. So negative 0.6 on my y-intercept would be approximately about right here. All right, from there I have to go up or either down because my slope is negative 6 over 5. So from here, I'm going to go up 1, so here. So I'm going to go up 6, and then I have to go left 5. Which is approximately there. Do the opposite, so I'm going to go down 6. Which I run off the graph. So using these 2 points, I'm just going to connect my line. Ooh. Not a very straight or pretty line, but it gets the job done. All right. And for the last one, I have 5x plus 2y is equal to 0. Subtract 5x from both sides. I get 2y is equal to negative 5x. Divide both sides by 2. And I get y is equal to negative 5 over 2x. All right, so here we can see that my slope is going to be negative 5 over 2. But I don't see a y-intercept, and that is because my y-intercept is 0. All right, so anytime you just have a slope, that means your y-intercept is 0. So if I do negative 5 over 2x plus 0, I just get negative 5 over 2x. So I'm going to start at 0. I'm going to go down 5 and to the right 2 because I want my line to decrease because it's negative. Then I'm going to go up 5 and to the left 2 because, again, I want my line to decrease. Always double check yourself. If your slope is negative, your line should decrease from left to right. If your slope is positive, it should increase from left to right. All right, so this sums up part 2 of graphing equations. Now it is time for you to summarize what you've learned from today's lesson.